What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. So I thought I would remake that video about the air states because because of the audio issues that I had before. It was kind of, it was what I feared. It was giving, as some of you were having, because the loudness was too much, complained about it, and I don't disagree. I shouldn't have put the video up that way. So I'm gonna remake this part here and the other part as well. So this part here basically is just covering. For those of you who haven't seen the video yet, so basically this is just going to cover jump states as far as being able to land correctly with it. Like if you're trying to do like an air laser attack or air command grab like this, like that. So that way the opponent, like here, the laser, that way you don't just fall to the ground. So I'm going to go to Fighter Factory here. And I'm going to grab Homelander so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So that way, if you're trying to create something because like Geese is the kind of states I learned this from. Whereas like Geese would have states to throw his fireball, but he would land to like after a certain thing. So I'm going to show you guys who are learning work with air states how to do that. What you need to add so you have it. So I'm going to show you state 600. Which is the jump light punch. So we'll go look for the animation. As you can see, I have it at 19 frames before it lands. Well, it's just landing down. You can have these at 19 or -1. You want to have -1 as states where you may want another option before you land, like what I have with his flight state. Yeah, see, I have it at 80. You could have it at that or -1, higher numbers. -1 just means they're not going to move until there's like a prompt to do so. Like if you keep them floating and then like you want to press jab to come down or something like that. So anyway, so as you can see, that's the jab. So he's immediately landing, and now let's look at air laser. He shoots a laser and then lands. So how do you get this state to work that way? Well, notice something here in state 600. You have A, and A. These are the different physical types. Type, move type, and physics. And then I don't have a landing state because when you have like air attack states, they're just going to land naturally. You want to add certain states to moves where you want to keep them in the air longer. Like I said, like an air taunt, air laser attack, air command grab, like a hover state, something like that, where you want them moving around without just going up and falling down. So the laser state is 650. So let's find the animation. As you can see there, and you can see I have him on time 20, which means he's going to float here for 20 frames and then fall. Now, what you want to do this correctly is up here, you want to change the physics to N, which means like kind of neutral. These are the states that you'll be using as well. Like this kind of physics you can use in like taunts and grabs. You'll get like physics like neutral and idle, which is I. And then here I added change state 52, which means once the move is done, he will land naturally. Otherwise than that, the opponent, Homelander is just going to stay up in the air unless you do something else. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to switch the N to A, just so I could show you a sample of what I mean. All right, and now I took 650's neutral state away, which is straight A's now. So now he has it like this. And that's what we don't want. We want the laser to hit, and then we can confirm to either dash forward afterwards or whatever else we wish to do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and redo the state, and you have neutral. Also, here with Velset 00, I don't remember specifically what happened there, but there was a time where I added N and 52 and it still didn't work. So I added Velset just with 00, just in case. It could help in some situations if you get confused. That happened to me once where I was like, what if I add a Velset and then it fixed itself? But maybe that's wishful thinking. Maybe I didn't add the neutral state at the time. But anyway, just add it. It just helps out. So that is pretty much, and then we're just gonna go ahead and relaunch the state so you can see the before and after. I actually don't mind doing videos via phone. It's just kind of easier with the mic to be closer. But yeah, at the same time, I definitely get it with, I don't know what it is. I make sure when I do the recording with Bandicam that the audio and mic and everything are set the way they're supposed to be with the mic I'm using. But I don't know if it's the desk mic or whatever it is, but it's like if I get mid-record, I get lucky sometimes, like with that Ghostface versus Vegeta video, where like I recorded it not with the phone and you can hear my mic clearly. But there are times where it just spazzes out and I don't trust recording sometimes because you have to test it. You have to play the whole video back and try to sniff out any seconds of the audio tearing like that. And it's just, yeah, it's not worth redoing a video over and over again. So sometimes it's better to just do it this way or do it without commentary. But yeah, laser again, as you can see, because I added the option where he can do it and dash. All right. So that covers air states. So while we're here, I'm going to also cover the other video that I did, and I'm just going to leave it as one long video. So the other video that I made was basically how do my characters work. So my characters work, the characters you download that I created with button prompts. So if you go in here naturally, you can add states to attacks. Like let's go to state Heroic Rush here. State 1001, right? Heroic Rush is that dashing 3-punch attack. So these here, the move contacts, are the states that you can use to combo into this. So state 200 is my jab. This is Heroic Rush. So this is what it would look like. Now, and that's easy enough for some situations where you add certain states that you do not want to create states down here into. You create what's like here, change state with a time, a command, and a value, which creates what I call a button prompt. So let's go to, let's see, where's iCrush? Okay, so state 213, right? Animation 213, so let's do this together. Slap combo. So this is the slap combo from MK1, where it looks like this. Now that's animation and state 213. So as you can see down here, change state within 9 ticks, you press Z. So you set a command here. Where do you want it to be? Hold forward, hold up, hold back, start. Any of your commands that you have access to. And then the value of this state, basically the button prompt will combo into this state, which is 214, iCrush. So basically, 213 is hold back and jab. That's the input I have for 213. So you press Z to combo off that into iCrush like this. Okay, closer. Now, see, you can do that in a different way as well. You can create a state 214 in here and add all these states. But that's pointless if you only wanted to combo off like the back jab move. Now, of course, if you want to add it to other stuff, to 214, you could like, let's say we add this to jab, right? Jab's got what? It's got Y, which means that you could combo, this is Y, 110. So this combos. So button prompt. And the time on ticks depends how long you can combo into it or before you're able to use the second move. So if another way to do this is to add a trigger state. Now, if you add that, which is move hit 1, which means that only upon hit frame of jab will you get to be able to combo the medium punch. And you want to change it down to time 1 or 0. Both of those are your hit confirmed states. I mean, hit confirmed time frames. I'm not going to work with that because I've done it before. I don't really care for it, but that's for you because if you don't want to whiff a move, to do less rambling, these are also good to create whiff options. So as you notice there, 1 and 200. If you press 1 within 6 frames, it goes to 210. So you get this. It's like you're whiffing one into another. So let's say this is a high and this is a mid. If you're getting your opponent to whiff this and they're going to try to counter poke, you can catch them with that. It's like Tekken. So, and then he works on hit confirms, block confirms, and going back to the move hit option, the trigger all I just added, you want to do that on situations where you want the move to only work on hit, like certain things where it's like a grab combo, like where you don't basically like, let's say we're here. This is grab. If you add a move hit only state, you're gonna see this. If you don't, you're gonna get that whole animation without him tossing Oro. So that's something you want to put into effect. Anyway, trying to keep it simple. So I had, 200, and I added 214 with Z. So I'm just gonna show you what that looks like. Because this is how all my current characters work. I just like to save time and add button prompts for more combo options, more things to do. Like if you add certain states, certain combo states, it's just an easier way to go in and out of stuff without having to go into the CMD and just add too many other options. It just kind of overloads it and it makes it more of an annoyance to me personally, but you can do whatever you wish. Okay, so now jab could combo into eye laser, into eye crush. See? We do it from over here. Okay. Now, of course, I don't want him to combo jab into that, but I'm just showing you guys as you do that. The other reason I wanted to explain this in this video is if you're going through, because if you don't have Fighter Factory, which is another reason I made this, for those of you who do not have Fighter Factory, you're going to go into your state for your character and you're going to go into CNS. This is where you'll find like your states, like right here, see? Time, change state, this is the same stuff. So you want to go into this and do that if you don't have access to Fighter Factory. You're going to go into CNS, and then you can copy this. Even though it's on video here, you can take time to pause the video and just type it and just add numbers. Like I said, the time is just how long the time of, like this goes into this, right? So just to give you an example, let's say I put this to like 20. And just make sure I'm covering my bases so you guys aren't lost having to go back and repeat stuff. Okay. See how long now it takes? It's a little more extra frames of lag there instead of kind of instant, because you added 20 frames on tick. See? Which in a sense is a tad better, but I don't want to drop any of my combos, so I'm going to put it back to about 8. And yeah, like let's go to flight state, right? So flight is down up, and you hold forward. Hold back, hold forward. If you hold down, he just drops. But you see, flight is 1300, right? Air state physics N, so that means he's gonna stay hovered. He's not just gonna fall down. Now he falls down because I put a time limit on it, so you can't just hover there forever and making your opponent wonder when you're gonna come down. You can fix that. So, and I added the chain state option, so you hold forward, hold back, hold down. These are the values right here. So 1303, hold down. 1301, hold forward. So if you look at animation 1301, you can see it goes forward. And then 1302 is back. And then, of course, you add, let me go if I have it in 1301. The Vel set 6, which means he's going to float forward at 6 ticks. So you get it, just hold up, hold forward, hold back, hold down, drop. And of course, as you fly, you have attacks to drop you, which is what you get in Mortal Kombat. So you get like this. Way to time it. float, come down. You got a forward dash and the back dash. These are all things I added states to. So, but more or less, you guys can do that. You just go in here and fix it. And I just wanted you to know, so if you're playing Homelander, Ghostface, Leatherface just got made. Any other characters I make in the future, more than likely, these states will be added because they just make it easier for me. Just button prompting. Just something I learned through a character I learned to code with a while back, and I just started adding it to my own characters. So anyway, that's that. I just wanted to cover that along with the air states vid. So I'm going to go ahead and call it there. And I definitely, obviously, this shouldn't have any ear problems for you guys. So I hope you enjoy. Learn from it. Any more questions or if this helped, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video.